Hello and welcome back to Dog's Life. Today we are going to be investigating a new area. You may have noticed this road goes a little further on, so once we've woken up, we'll see what else Boom City has to offer. As we head down the street to Boom City Center. You may have noticed so far that Boom City has consistently had 7 bones for each area, which is unusual because most areas, or at least most of these 3 levels have had more bones in some areas than others. Some areas have had 8 or 9 bones, but that's not been the case here. This area has been kind of holding back on that, so we'll see in the next video what's going on there, but for now we'll get started on the purple sense in this final normal area of this place, the Boom City. One thing I quite like here is just the sheer amount of taxis all colliding with each other. It's hilarious. It's like the engine just didn't know what to do, so just started spawning taxis all over the place, and it's one of the reasons I like this area so much, because the vehicles are all over, and I like watching them animate because of the way they kind of do that, swerving around corners on like 2 wheels basically. It's so ridiculous, but in a likable way. Feels very cartoony in a way that's appropriate for the type of game this is. It honestly looks like they'd be kind of fun to drive in this engine as well, if that was ever on the table. One thing that's quite cool with this area is these are actually environmental things you can interact with, and you can go into each of these little rooms, which doesn't really have much of a point now, but we'll see why those exist later. Once I've finished playing with the chair and this printer. Obviously some kind of office building.
Where is that stupid partner of mine?
We'll come back to that voice later. For now, let's just keep trucking, exploring this little area. This area is a decent layout. It's a small ring around the central building. With a little side area off to the side as well. There's a little something else too, so it's not just a big square. And this can be kind of neat as well. There are these breakable fences that I had to cut to actually breaking this one because I had trouble with it. There's nothing in them, literally, there's never any reason to go in there. But, I mean, they seem to be pretty much just all there as red herrings, like maybe they were planning on putting something there but just forgot, so I never got around to it. Whatever, they're there. So let's do what's considered to be the hardest violet scent in the game. This trail here, because it doesn't just go around the area itself, it also hides them, as you just saw from that first one. So let's find the rest of these, which are on the they're on the level, they're fairly simple to find. And then, we'll see where the rest of them go afterwards. This is the only reason for these things even existing, so that one of them can have 1 violet scent. This is the side area I mentioned, with the other half of the area, with a small restaurant on the side, a few more window cleaning things, and that's pretty much it here. And the dog kennel, of course. These purple scents are really difficult to find because of this, because trying to get up and out of these can be finicky at times. Sometimes the game engine will not allow Jake to jump back out of a window, which can be a problem when the time's running low and you need to get out of that window so you can get to the next one to get up and get into that one, because it can sometimes take a little time to jump into them as well, which is why each of these gives so much time, where each of these scents gives full 10 seconds to get onto the next one, because otherwise this would be really frustrating. While I find the cats in the previous area to be worse, this is definitely harder even when you know what you're doing, because the game engine can sometimes just be against you. Like, I've failed this on multiple times, getting stuck on this particular window. And the one before it, actually trying to get back out of the window with only 1 cent left to go, which was just nonsense. There we go. And that's the violet scent got. Yeah, this is the problem you can have when doing it on time. This here. with Jake refusing to jump out of the fairly basic window because he's a little bit too close, too far away. I think my favourite part of that track that it plays during those particular kinds of minigame is the timpani drums, or I think that's what they are, the steel drums that play towards the climax of the song, because they're a really good sound to them. And it gives the song a distinct kind of feel to it. So we've got a bunch of bones, one of them running around over there. Goodbye. And one just lying here on the sidewalk. They really should have put this one in one of those other little side areas that don't get used much. Because there would have been a point to the other one then. I suppose just wasting our time.
I lost all my money in crooked card game. I know that guy was cheating me, but how did he do it?
And here's our major, not quite major, but one of our side quests for this area. The ones that give you the photos.
Without him.
So let's head in there and see what's going wrong with this guy's card game. After quickly checking something over here to make sure I've not missed any purple cents, because this area I did not want to miss any in here, because well, after this there will be no reason to come back here except for pick up the odd bone, so I would have likely forgotten them if they were there. And here we have our first of the major problems in this section. This obstacle here, this guy. As a problem, I meant obstacle really. He's not a problem at all. He's barely an obstacle. You just need to do the usual of run a few blocks away and he completely gives up.
He was meant to be here 2 hours ago.
Yes, we get it. You're waiting for your friend. We'll get to you. Quite like how stiff that guy's net is as well. It's like it's made of porcelain or something. It's like it doesn't even flex like fabric normally would. There's no soft bodying on that at all.
Whoa, that should
which is weird because it's soft bodying on the cars. So let's collect these purples and this button in this corner. And these red cents can be, well, orange cents can be dealt with later. That's just some great, like, animation on those cars. I love that swerve they do as they cross those, as they go around those curves. So just get the rest of these purples, in this area at least. We can't get the rest of them for reasons we'll see. But for now, we can go back here and actually fulfill this guy's side quest in the restaurant now that the dog catcher has gone home. The jukebox and the dartboard, little environmental things like that.
I can't believe I lost again.
Hey, give that back. That's my lucky deck.
An extra deck of cards? Why, you lousy cheat.
These cards bring me good luck, that's all.
They'll bring you a punch in the mouth, you rotten liar.
I'll tell you what, let's have a nice drink and talk this over.
Well, okay. I never could resist a free drink.
This is my chance to help myself to the money.
That cop player is lucky that everyone in this town's a milquetoast.
My money! You are a good dog after all. I am sorry for my rudeness. Please, take this.
I'm starting to have quite an impressive collection of bones.
The neat thing with the choice of voice actors here as well is it's waited till the big city to actually have any Eastern European voices. Mostly it's been playing American voices, which makes sense at, say, a ski resort, which looks like it wouldn't be very cheap to go to, all the way up in the mountains like that, and the farm, which is likely to be kind of insular, maybe a little bit racist. It doesn't really go into it, of course, because it's not that kind of game, but it makes sense there won't be that many immigrants working at the farm. But here, it's the big city, so of course there's a lot of people here for a lot of different opportunities, and so it makes a lot more sense that there be some more elaborate accents here. Elaborate? I think I meant exotic there, but yeah, there you go. So here's our first major minigame against our Greyhound buddy.
Have a little fun. 3, 2, 1, go.
This race is pretty cool because it's got a little slalom thing here right at the beginning between these poles, as you can see coming up.
He was meant to be here
One other
2
amusing
hours
thing it does as
ago.
well is it gives a finish line right now, which I find amusing because if we go through that finish line now, that's kind of a trap for people trying to sequence break. That will just fail us this mission immediately. Because remember, the other part of this rule is that we need half the snacks at least before it will allow us to actually finish the race. Of course, we always end up with more 97% of them, but that's because we're the boss. We are boss dog. Let's round this mailbox and hope for no lag like last time I recorded this. And there we go, that's much better.
He probably fell asleep
Let's finish the
again.
slalom and get back to the home base. Oops, ran straight into a wall there, but now we'll see what the Greyhound's used for. This is kind of hilarious, this one. Because of just how ridiculous what you have to do is.
Way.
Oh, come on. Keep it down, will ya? Oh, come
We just
on,
need to
keep it
annoy the
down, will
burglar,
ya?
and so keep following the source of the noise, begging us to shut up.
Keep it down, will ya?
Of course, we have to lead him all the way to the end of this big platform thing.
Please. Nice doggy. Good doggy.
What a dirty dog.
Please. Nice doggy. Good
And here he
doggy.
is, is right here, and you may have noticed that outfit.
Please.
Yes, he
Nice
is the
doggy.
partner of the other thief, the sleeping bandit from the previous areas. So we're finally getting closure on that pair. So let's head opposite eastward once again. Now, the reason for this dog being the one that has to do it is because he's faster than Jake, so we can actually reach the bag before the burglar gets back and shoots him.
Smart pooch. That's the loot, okay? Wait here while I arrest that unlucky punk.
I surrender. Just don't send that darn dog in again.
Nice detecting, pooch. You are now an honorary police dog. Here's an official bone. The highlight of my distinguished career.
Here we go. A little closure on that side quest, that's nice. And let's watch the police car once again fishtail out of here. What the hell kind of suspension are these cars using? Now got a lot more to do here now.
Oh, tastes great.
So now we have our third to last bone. We still have some more purples to finish off, which this is the reason we couldn't finish the purples earlier, because they're up on this balcony, the rest of them. If we tried to go for these earlier, the bandit would have shot us, and that would have sucked. But now he's gone, it's
Smells like
home
a
free for
basset
the
hound I
cents.
once knew.
Ba-da-dum. So let's return to the doghouse to pick them up.
Bone? Horrific.
Now we have one more thing to do here. So let's get it done. You may have noticed in that little corner we went to earlier that's kind of easy to miss, there were a few orange cents to pick up, so let's go pick those up now. And complete the very last minigame that there is in this game.
I've got more bones than this guy. Time to have a little fun. 3, 2, 1, go.
And time for a last tug of war with the buddy over here. There we go. Now this is actually our last bone of the normal areas. By normal, you'll have to... Well, what I mean by normal, you'll have to wait till next time. When we see the final area, the finale. And also finish the game, rescue Daisy and all that lovely stuff. So, let's just enjoy our full menu. And then it will be time for our nap, because we'll need our strength next time when we explore the dog pound. Look forward to that. We'll have our climax coming up shortly. So I will see you later. Goodbye.